Hey guys, welcome in. This is Sarah with DIY with Crafty Sarah. And we're going to do a live. Let me find us on Facebook. Ooh, need to bring my scraper out and get this glue off of here. Or maybe it'll just come out by itself. It says I'm live. I'm coming on a few minutes early. John's golfing tonight, so I'm gonna get it done a few minutes early. Let's see who we can get on. I think I'll grab my apron real quick. Hope you guys had a great weekend. They sure go by fast, don't they? It's crazy how fast weekends go. And I'm retired, so, you know, weekends it doesn't really make much difference to me, but kind of does. I don't know why it does, but so today I went to the eye doctor and got my eyes dilated this morning, so I think my pupils are still huge. This is a gesso board. Gesso or gesso? Gesso, I'm going to say, from Hobby Lobby. It is a 12 by 24. And it was $21.99, but I got it for $8.99. But I feel like I want to sand it a little bit. You pop on and say hi, please. Try to get some of the roughness off of it. I feel like that might make my paste bleed. But I love this board. It's nice. It's kind of like canvas, but it's strong. You know, it's a hard surface. So it's awesome. I don't know if I'm wiping off this or if I'm wiping off the sandpaper. I don't feel like it got that much smoother. But white dust is coming off, so must be something. I think I'm going to grab my fuzzing towel and just get some of it that way. So the transfer we're using is the Oh Say Can You See, the Star Spangled Banner, National Anthem. And what I want to do is, it fits on here perfectly, side to side. It's a little bit too big. So I want to do the stars like double. But I feel like I'm going to do them once. Then I'm going to clean my transfer because these stars are halves. And I'll turn it around and match those stars up. Hopefully. Hopefully that'll work. Or maybe I should just skip those stars altogether. Maybe that's what I'll do. But I think they would work. Yeah, I think they would work if I flipped it around and did it the other way. Hi, Diane. How are you? So this is a national anthem. And of course, it's going to be done red, white, and blue. Keffany. My day was crazy. I got up and walked 3 miles at 7:30. Came home at 8:30. I always say I peed my dog, pottied my dog, and hopped in the car and headed off to Hastings, which is 20 miles north. Ran to Menards, which is, I don't know if you guys have Menards, but they are like Home Depot. And quickly snagged $80 worth of plants. Then went on over to Grand Island, where my eye appointment was at, another 20 miles further north, 25 miles probably further north. And I hit Home Depot and bought $80 more worth of plants. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and bought paint and a few things. You know, you guys, I kind of got a deal at Hobby Lobby today. I'm kind of proud of myself. I went down the baking aisle because they have silicone molds, and they had all their baking stuff was 50% off, so the silicone molds were 50% off. But look what was in the baking aisle. Palette dishes for $3.99, so I got them for $2. You guys, that's a steal. That, and then I got a pink X-Acto knife, cutting tool, 1 handle, 4 blades for $3.99, 50% off. And then I got some silicone molds to do acrylic with. So yeah, I was like, you know, you look for those things in the paint aisle. You don't look for them in the baking aisle. And I wasn't really in the market for them, but I'm like, for $2, 6 of them, I'm buying them. These newer ones are so much easier to clean than my old ones, because my old ones are scratched. Okay. So, National Anthem. Red, white, and blue. Hi, Bonnie Lampman. How are you? Haven't seen you forever. Hi, Holly. Hi, Laura. So my eye doctor said I was good as gold. No sign of any kind of diabetes in my eyes. So I'm good to go. That was kind of nice. Not that I expected it, because I didn't, but you know, you never know when shit's gonna happen. Just gonna say. So I'm gonna set that down there. Look, there's something in there. Good old fuzzball. So they dilate your eyes, and oh my God, you guys, I hate that. So then I'm done. I'm done for the day. After they do that, I'm done. So I came home. I drove home. They give you sunglasses, and then I wear sunglasses. So, because my eyes are like crazy light sensitive. Crazy light sensitive. I even asked her about it. I'm like, okay. So this is going to be blue. I can see air in it though. I don't want that. But I don't know how you're going to get that out of there, because that is a lot of screen. That is a lot of screen. So I brought my plants home and I planted them, but I'm going to have to get more because I don't have enough. Yeah, my friend and I, we walk 5 miles, or 3 miles every morning. My doctor was like, my cardiologist was like, well, could you go another mile? And I was like, after a little bit, I said to him, I don't think so. I go, and he just laughed. I said, my friend and I, we walked together, and I said, I'm good with 3 miles. I said, it's not like I sit on my butt all day long. I'm busy doing other things. I definitely get another mile in the day. Just running in between my house and here, or whatever. I don't sit. I'm not a recliner sit person, so, not that I won't, but, because this afternoon I did. About 2 o'clock, I thought, you know what, I'm tired. I've been outside messing. So I got everything planted this round. And it'll be pretty when it gets nice and full. You know, they kind of look leaky now, but I kind of made a list of things that I need. Need another geranium basket. I like to buy baskets and then plop them out and put them into containers. I feel like, I don't know, I just like that. Okay, so we're going to see what we got here. So we're going to pull this back. Oh yeah. I can see my drag line in it though. Don't like that so much. There we go. So then I just lay it back like that. Peel it down and then lay it back. I'm going to take this out. I do have to get my tomatoes planted though. But I have some, I'm going to have to get a shovel. Oh, and yesterday I cleaned out my nasty garage. My husband comes home and he goes, what are you doing? I go, what the hell does it look like I'm doing? Cleaning this nasty garage up. You know, we were going to do it, and then I had open heart surgery, and you can't lift anything. So these lines that are green, I'm just going to do black, and then these that are this, I'm going to do red. So hopefully I can get this down. Maybe not. Should use my multi-tool. That is going to be the ticket right there. Tomorrow night, my granddaughter starts her softball. So Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, we'll be going to ball games. So my lives will be a little bit hit and miss. Our older I think I'm going to try and do 2. See if I can get by with it. My older granddaughter isn't playing anymore. But she made cheerleader. So she is going to be busy this summer. She's going to have to go to camps and learn all the stuff. Her mama was a cheerleader too. Hi, Carly. All right, I'm going to peel this back. Okay, say can you see by the dawn's early light? So I'm going to stick that back through and go with red. Wonder if I can get by with one of these for that. Maybe. I can tell this surface is going to cause some bleeding. But you know what? It'll be alright. Oh crap. Got some black in my red. You know how you could do it. You could do all your black. You could wash your transfer and then go back and set it down and then do all your red. Then you wouldn't get that. My daughter's, or my granddaughter's school, they graduated Sunday. They graduated Sunday. So they all have, seniors are gone. That's going to be pretty. That's going to be pretty. So did you guys do anything fun this weekend? I went to that track meet on Saturday. And I got sunburned, but not bad. No, it wasn't painful. No pain. My feet got burnt. And my arms got red. But it was nice to see some color. I put sunscreen on, but it was too late. You know, you don't think you're getting burnt, and then all of a sudden you're like, woo! My granddaughter was burnt. We put sunscreen on her, but she still got burnt. It was too late for her, too. And she did good. She made second in second in discus, I think. And she does discus and shot put. You painted your 4th Nomies. Were they fun? Isn't that fun? Your 4th of July Nomies. You're going to want to get your other stuff. We got new files today. Oh my God, you guys, they're so cute. When I get done here, I'm going to go download them and then I'll start cutting them. It's watermelon. Holy crap. They're like ruffly around. They're so cute. She does an amazing job. So isn't it weird to think that there's no more snow? It's kind of like you think there's not going to be, and then it shows up, and then you get to the point where you're like, I think we might be done with snow. And I think we are. We did have a chance of frost the other night, but it never. I had bought some impatiens. Let's just set them in a pot. I hadn't planted them yet. And a dahlia. I was scared to death they were going to freeze up, but they didn't. And I bought a big old fern today. I'm going to see if I can keep a fern alive. I don't have a porch or anything for protection, but I have a great big tree out front that we have stuff around. So I stuck a hook out there and I put it on there, so we'll see. Might end up moving it. They're so pretty though. I couldn't pass it up. It was just beautiful. It was only 15 bucks. And then we'll kind of distress the edges of it. Do you guys plant gardens? My husband calls me a pot planter because I use those mineral tubs that farmers toss out, and I fill them with dirt, and I put my plants in those. My tomatoes I do plant on the back side of my deck in the ground. I never had any luck doing those in pots. Those would always turn yucky. Then I read somewhere that when you put tomatoes in a pot, you have to be careful because sometimes on the bottoms they turn black, and that's exactly what mine were doing. And there's a reason why that happens, but it has to do with them being in a pot. So I basically plant 3 or 4 tomatoes, sometimes more. Just, you know, I had to buy containers with 6 in them, so I don't, or is it 4? Might be 4 in them. I will not plant 12 tomato plants. My God. I have tomatoes coming out with yin yang. I have tomatoes in my freezer from last year that I need to make salsa out of. Probably should just get rid of them at this point. My nephew ran a marathon this weekend. Holy mackerel, he did 9-minute miles. I'm like, holy crap. We walk 3 miles in an hour, so we do 20-minute miles. That's going to be pretty. Probably get black on my face. So I did the track meet all day Saturday, and then Sunday I tore into our garage. We couldn't even, I had all my ceramic stuff out there, and we have shelving, so there's no reason for us not to be able to put our stuff up on shelves. And so I put a bunch of it up on the shelves and moved stuff around and got rid of a bunch. Donated it through, our dumpsters were both full, and we have not been able to open up my passenger side doors in my garage forever. And we can do all 4 of them. Now all 4 doors can be open. It feels good when you get rid of crap, you know? Purging is kind of a therapeutic thing. And oh my gosh, you guys, I saved. You don't get them anymore. I should have probably kept them. For what reason, I don't know. But I saved all the different little shampoos from all the different hotels and motels and resorts and out of the countries that we went to. Would just throw them in a container. I'll bet there was 500 of them. I'm not kidding. Some of them, and they had never been used, but some of them looked like they had been used, so I think that the stuff just evaporated. Oh crap. Got some black in there. Gonna just go with it. Gonna just go with it. It's hard not to pick up a little black. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is, I'll see if I can do it here. Without screwing the whole thing up. Because this is white, I'm going to go back and touch up my, I'm going to go back and touch up some of my stars. No, those are not going to look right. They're not going to look right. They're going to look like four bottom stars instead of 5. Shoot. Wonder if I can just Yeah. Oh well. I'm going to wash it off before I do that, you guys. Because my star is going to look like 2 up and 2 down. It's not going to have the 5. And if I skip that row and just go down, which I could, but then I'm going to have a row of half stars, and that would look funny. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to I could do that. I could do that. Then I would have to do it again and again. But we'll see. I can do it at least one more time without cleaning the transfer, I think. I really could put a bow up here. Patriotic. Alright, let's peel her up and see what we got. Yep. That worked. But I would have to do the same thing again here. But I could put a bow here. Or not. Just gonna set that over there. That's funny because this is a lot darker than this, but it's the same paste, so it must just dry darker. And it has distressed look to it. That's just how it is. But you can see that on the writing, it kind of bleeds a little bit. Not bad, but a little bit. Diane, you should look in the new release. There's a new release with a Sasquatch on it. Someone said they were thinking about, she knows somebody that has, that sells that stuff, so she was gonna make them a bunch of them to sell in their store. That'd be something for you to do to make some extra money. Whip those things up in no time. All right, so there's what that looks like so far. Isn't that cute? I like that. So let me see here. You guys, I have all kinds of, well, first of all, I think I want to, distress around the outside. I'm going to use new wax, dark wax. So it's just the special dark, it says. We'll see what that does. Stephanie, my husband says, somebody's stalking our pictures, and it was you. Your name showed up, and he didn't recognize your name. I said, that's Stephanie. She's my friend. He goes, oh, okay. Well, then I guess not. Can't wait till we get the rest of our family pictures. Now, I don't know how they'll come. So I wonder, let me grab some white paint real quick. Just for the heck of it. Just want to see something. Sometimes white and white are not the same. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to see if this white is what this white is. Of course, it'll take more than one coat. Should start to get my crafts ready for when I go to Omaha to take care of my grandsons. I'd kind of like to do some lives from there. Not weird, it didn't run on this side, but it did on that side. Should have done that before I did the distressing. You got it. Good for you, Diane. I thought about you as soon as I saw that. I thought, oh my God, Diane needs that one. Bigfoot. I always say Sasquatch, but Bigfoot. I guess it can be either way. Either way. All right, let that dry. I had some cute transfers. I ordered one of them I think it was not this time, but I never ordered it, so I ordered it, and it's an 18 by 18 transfer, and it has stars and stripes, and it has distressed stars, distressed stripes, regular stars, and I got that because I have a cutout of an angel that I did. I'm going to go over here and look at my patriotic ribbon. And let's see. I wish it was off the roll, but it's not. And now I forgot what I was even saying. You guys, I'm crazy. So what could I put around? Maybe put something around the top, and then some ribbons. Let's do that. Yeah, I thought about you as soon as I saw that. She was saying that she cuts out like little keepsakes of the little keepsakes of the Bigfoot. So it must be either like magnets or something that you could put on your refrigerator, or you could have as a collectible. I thought, oh, I could probably do something like that with my laser, but I'd have to figure out what exactly that means. But I could do a search and see. I'm just going to grab a few different kinds of patriotic ribbon that I have over here, you guys, on my ribbon rack. And the thing is it's on, I wasn't prepared. It's on a shoe rack that it's actually on the things. So for me to take it off, I would have to unscrew the ends, and so I think I'm going to try and make a bow out of that. And we'll put that on here. Stick that down a smidge. We'll grab a Bodabra. Get some jute here. have one piece of this blue star, so I'm gonna use it just because it's here. This is not wired ribbon, so I think I'll put this down as my bottom because it's not wired. Then I might just poke that piece in there just for the heck of it. And then I got that one. Isn't that pretty? Just easier if you dovetail them before you put them in there because you're trying to go back after your ribbon is all together, and it's a pain in the behind to get it dovetailed without missing a piece or screwing it up. So I didn't even have supper tonight. I think I'm going to go inside and make me some popcorn. That's going to be my supper tonight. I'm going to have to go buy a new thing to put on the end of our hose. My sprayer crapped out on me. And the one I put on it, I kind of like it. It's a wand, but it's leaky. So I think I want a new one of those. I'm going to have to make another trip. I have to see where how my funds are. That's the thing. Everything costs so much. Put some sparkly in there for some sparkly. That's just going back and forth with different ribbon. Bring it up in the middle, tie it off. Pull it out, and then it really stacks up, you guys, so I just push it down really tight. Should show you my ribbon. This rack, the ribbon sits on it. That rack I bought from Etsy, and I paid, I don't know, a lot, $150 or something for it. And when I got it, I was like, oh, for the love of God, it's a shoe rack. Come on, Sarah, you can do that. So I ordered a shoe rack, and it is a shoe rack, but it's different than that shoe rack. So then I was like, well, dang, what am I going to do? So I ended up putting it on the spindles going across, and that's what got me. So I have to go cut it off. I can't just go grab a roll. So we'll put that up there in the corner. I think that's the corner I want, right? And then you just futz with your bow. You know, if you use wired ribbon, which I suggest that you use wired ribbon. Not that you can't put a piece or two in, because I did. But then you can, you know, you can fussy it. You can bring it up and. So now I need a button. Wish I had a really pretty navy blue, but I don't see one like right at the top. Boy, that's a different one. That white one's even kind of different. I think it's going to be that one. So I'm going to unplug that because I'm terrible. 2 days later I come out and I'm like, oh my Lord, I did not unplug my glue gun. So there you go, guys. What do you think? Turned out kind of pretty, didn't it? I'll go back and I think and touch some of that up a little bit. But our stars turned out fine. Wonder how many. Guess there's only 30 on there. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to count. I should have made sure there was 50. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Now, tomorrow night I'll be at my granddaughter's ball game. So unless I pop on during the day, which I should try and do that. I kind of like to move myself around a little bit and see what's going on. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Sprinkle me out there. Oh, you know what? We'll draw next time for a free transfer. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all so much.